I will not live my life in fear. I will not let the government tell me what to do and cower in my home. I'm a sovereign citizen. Don't tell me to wear a mask. Go play with a skunk. You're fearless. You have no fear. You're not going to live your life in fear. Go play with a skunk. Why don't you play with the skunk? You're fearless, right? Why don't you go play with the skunk? Why don't you go play with the skunk? Because it stinks. And no one wants to stink like that for the next week. Okay? It's not fear. Fear is a component. We fear stinking like that. But assume you are fearless. Well, you're still not going to play with the skunk because they stink. All right? You got 200 or 400 volts coming into your house. I want you to go outside right now. I want you to stick your tongue between the contacts on the main breaker for your house. Grab those lines. Wet your hands and grab them lines. All right? Wait a minute. You're not afraid, are you? You're not going to live your life in fear, are you? You're a sovereign citizen. You're your own person. You can make your own decisions. Well, go ahead. Go grab those hot wires with your two wet hands. Let me know. Well, you're not going to be able to let me know what happens. Bye. Okay, you're not going to do it. Why aren't you going to do it? Because you have a functioning brain. Assume you're fearless. Assume I conduct an operation on you and remove fear from your genetic code. You have no fear whatsoever. You're still not going to grab those hot wires because you're going to die. And even if you don't die, it's gonna hurt. And most likely, you're just gonna die slow, and it's gonna hurt as you die. It's gonna hurt really bad. Okay? So your logic, your reason, your intellect says that would be really stupid to do. I'm not gonna do that. Okay? Go play with the lion. I mean, isn't there some TV series a guy screws around with tigers? Go to a random zoo and jump in the tiger pit. You're not afraid, are you? You're not going to live your life in fear, are you? Come on, go play with the tigers. Why don't you play with the tigers? Ignore fear. Why don't you play with the tigers? Because it's stupid. Because you'd like to live. You don't stick your hand in the mouth of an alligator because you'd like to keep your arm. Okay? Well, the alligator is going to eat your arm. So you don't stick your arm in the mouth of an alligator. Okay? There's a virus. It's deadly. Masks, stop it. Okay? For the same reason you put on gloves before you grab those high voltage lines, it's the same reason you put on a mask before you go out walking amongst the cloud of virus. Okay? It's logic, it's reason, it's science. It's not living in fear. It's not giving up your liberties. It's not giving up your rights. It's math and physics. All right. The virus doesn't care if you're conservative, Republican, Democrat. It doesn't care if you're liberal, doesn't care if you're communist or socialist or capitalist, or if you're a gung-ho cowboy who wants to run around naked. The virus doesn't care. The virus can't care. It's not even capable of caring. It's not even capable of thinking. Okay? It's a freaking virus. All it cares about is math and physics. Well, it doesn't even care about those. It obeys those. It obeys math and physics. It obeys the laws of the universe. Masks stop the spread of the virus. It doesn't protect you from the virus. That would require a specialized mask and the knowledge and technique and know how to use that specialized mask. Because believe it or not, stopping things from getting into your mouth is actually really, really hard to do. Okay? Because you're sucking it in and you're sucking it in over and over and over again. It's very hard to do. You need something like an N95 mask, you need a face shield, you need a hair covering, you need proper washing techniques. The mask has to be fitted for you. You can't have any facial hair. You have to know how to use it. You can only use it for a certain amount of time and it's to be changed out, etc., etc., etc. But to stop the spread of the virus, considering that 75% of the people who have it don't know they have it, well, that's easy. You can't quarantine everybody. I mean, you see how that's working, right? We're destroying our lives. We're destroying our country, and we're not stopping the spread. Well, if you put on a mask, you stop the spread. Because every time you spit that virus out of your freaking lungs, the mask catches it. Okay? It's something I call the piss analogy. I didn't even invent it. Somebody else did. It was wonderful. Okay? Two of you naked. Pants are your mask. All right? Let's put on first party protection masks. Now have your buddy piss on you. You're still getting soaked in piss. Okay? Your pants are going to catch some of it, but you're still getting soaked in piss. Now, have your buddy put on pants, mask. Now have him try to piss on you again. Well, now he gets a wet pant leg and you're dry. Okay. So the problem is we're all pissing on each other. Literally. Every time we go out to a store, we're pissing on each other. But we don't know whose piss is bad and whose piss is good. Okay? So the easy solution is everybody wears fucking pants. And now everybody just pisses on themselves instead of pissing on everybody around you. It's science, it's physics, it's math. It's not politics. People try to make it politics. People try to make it hysteria. Fuck that shit. All right? It's science. We're pissing on each other every time we go outside. So if everybody puts on pants, we stop pissing on each other. Right? Austria mandated masks nationwide. 2 weeks later, 90% drop in cases. 90% drop in cases. You can't argue with math. Okay? It's not fear. Okay? Recognizing that the science works, that's freedom. That's liberty. That's recognizing that I am in control of my own fate. I recognize what is happening. I acknowledge the physics involved in what is happening, and this is how I stop it. You put a goddamn mask on. Problem goes away. Not entirely, but the bulk of the problem goes away. 90% drop in new cases. Okay? Science, not politics. And remember, politicians taste good.